Hey, how are you? Yeah, it's been a second. I think it's been about a month or maybe even longer since I have recorded. Uh Life has been chaotic. Let's get caught up. So, January started out being a good month and then turned into a very hectic end of the month. Um my best friend lost her dad, who is someone I've known since my freshman year of high school. And so gosh, that was probably like 15 years ago at this point. Um that was chaotic. Uh yes, it was a process. We saw it coming, but it's still weird once it happened. So that's a thing. Gosh, beginning of February was decent. We've been going on a lot of venue tours. Danielle and I have really been enjoying seeing all the different venues around here, seeing, what they have to offer, pricing. Looks like we're going to probably be doing either a Friday or a Sunday wedding just from pricing situations. Um, and then, yeah, Valentine's Day came. It was amazing. I love Valentine's Day. I understand it's totally a made up holiday, but I like the excuse to just make someone feel a little bit extra, loved. And I also just love spreading the love to everybody. So it's fine. I mean, gosh, I even like wrote out cute little Valentines for people at work. So yeah, that was fun. And yeah, we went to a few bridal slash wedding expos, and that was cool. We had a lot of family time because my dad's birthday's at the end of February, and now we're into March, which thank the Lord, that means that good weather is about to come back, and I am so ready for it. I have really, really missed the sun. I mean, gosh, we got a shit ton of snow at the end of January. Um, and then we got like another round in February, and it's still literally lingering and I hate it. And it's thankfully been a little bit nicer out, so it's like melting faster, but ew. Like, I get it. We have to have a snowstorm at least once a year. Fine. I hated it. Hated that. It was like 8 to 10 inches. It's too much. It's too much. Take that as you will. So that was a thing. But yeah, we've just, like I said, been going to like venues and having our own time together. And yeah, I'll be honest, my mental health definitely took a bit of a hit when my best friend's dad passed away. Specifically just because there was a lot going on during that time, and I wanted to be the best support that I could be for my best friend, and I wanted to be able to give her 100% because she absolutely like deserved to have someone there. I can't even imagine what like her mom is still going through. That was her best friend of like gosh, 30 years. Like I genuinely don't even want to think about it. Love her though, obviously sending her all the love. I just saw my best friend this past weekend, and when I say we needed that, we freaking needed that. We had like belly laughs to the point that like it hurt and my face like hurt to smile. It was so nice to have that feeling back. Um but yeah, so it's been a time. I've been doing my best. We're trying not to struggle. We're trying to just keep it going. Um I have actually I've actually started to not hate the gym. Whoa, watch out. What does that mean? Basically, I have actually reframed my mindset. So instead of thinking, oh, I'm going to go to the gym to get fit and like I'm going to go to the gym to like lose a ton of weight. I'll be honest, I don't think I've lost weight since I was like 22 or 23. And honestly, the only reason I think I lost that weight was because my boyfriend at the time loved walking even when it was like 105 degrees outside, and was just like, this is the only time I got to get with him. So I was like, I guess I'll go on walks with you. So we just walked in the worst weather. It was so sweaty, so disgusting. I didn't eat a lot because I was having, again, some like mental not great feelings. So I don't want to say fully punishing my body, but I was kind of punishing my body because I was not happy at the time. So I almost think I lost weight in a very unhealthy way. I don't think it was strictly because, oh, like you're walking, look how good walking is for you. I'm not saying walking is not good for you, but I don't think the walking is what made me lose the weight. I think I stopped eating and start internalizing a lot of things, and that's not great. So, yeah, that's fun. But so instead of going to the gym and being like, I'm going to lose all this weight, I am kind of keeping the mindset of if I do something today, I can't get worse tomorrow. I know that's probably not the right mindset to have, but I already have body issues, as I'm sure most women do. And it doesn't help that society pushes this like perfect, like model esque look onto you. Oh, by the way, just did my nails last night. They're actually a really deep, like red, but you can't tell. They look black on here. Regardless, kind of fun. Still have to like keep the dark tones because we're finishing up winter. Goodbye, by the way. Can't wait. Leave. Bye. Can't wait for spring. Fuck you, winter. Um, so, where was I talking about? See, this is my problem. I get a little distracted and then I just go off. Go off script. As if I even have a script. Girl, I do not have time for that. Yeah, so I have the mindset right now of instead of going there and having like, oh, I'm gonna like lose all this weight and, get my body all fit. I have the mindset of if I go today, I can't get worse tomorrow. So, because of these body issues, I feel like I'm already at like, a certain amount. Let's just say 50%. Well, my body can't get worse if I do something to better it. So, I'm just going to keep showing up for myself every single day and try. Now, I'm also being very understanding of myself because I'm not very good at like a strict schedule. I'm not good at like, let's count our reps, let's eat a certain amount. Like, we got to count our gains and like do all these grams of things. I don't care personally. That's a very overwhelming idea for me. So I can't deal. So instead of that, I am moving my body to the best of my ability. I am showing up for myself every single day. I am going to try it every single day. Even if I don't go to the gym every single day, which I know I don't, but at least I show up for myself. I watch what I eat and I'm trying to like replace certain things. Like if I want to eat something that's like not great for me, that's fine, but we're going to do it in like a smaller amount. So like instead of eating like a whole case of cannoli dip, we're going to eat like a fourth of it. That is progress for me. Okay? And I'm taking it as a win. But yeah, so I've been going to the gym actually. I would say probably once or twice a week recently. But at one point we were doing 4 times a week. We were doing really well with that. Again, life has just been a little bit chaotic recently, and I'm trying to be understanding with myself and also, uh, I don't know, I'm trying to be patient because it's fine if you don't go every single day. I also sometimes just need a night to come home after work and just veg out and do nothing. Like, that's not a problem. It's fine if you have to do that. So I'm reminding myself of that, and I'm just letting that happen. Um, But I mean, Danielle likes to go a lot more than I do, so she goes. Most of the time when she goes, I go as well. And when I'm there, I usually start with the bike, like it's kind of fun. And then even if I'm like not feeling great, I'll do like the seated bike, which I know technically both of them have seats, but like I call one of them like a standing bike because you're seated up. And then the other one is like more of like you're sitting back, like your legs are doing all this stuff. And like I can literally just scroll on TikTok for 45 minutes. But hey, that 45 minutes of me on TikTok on that bike, and I'm not just like riding the bike. I'm doing the rolling hills program at like a level 10. So like I'm still sweating, I'm still challenging my body. Um and I've been really enjoying that because I'm like it's better than me sitting on my ass at the house. Fine by me. And so I start usually with the bike. Usually I start with the standing bike, but sometimes I'll do the seated bike. And I usually do about 10, maybe 15 minutes on that. Depends on what intensity I feel like doing. But like I said, I always do the rolling hills because I like that it challenges my legs in a way that, like, Sometimes it's harder, so you feel like you're going uphill, and then sometimes it's easier, so it's like you get a little break. And I don't know, I think it's nice. It's like a little back and forth. And then I'll move on to like honestly whatever I feel like doing, which is really nice because I was really trying to go into it with like, okay, like let's try like this is the arm day, this is the leg day, this is like a full body day. I can't keep up with it. I get lost. I'd rather listen to my music and just feel out the vibes. I don't feel like counting. I don't like, don't get me wrong, I'll pay attention to like my form because I don't want to hurt myself, but I'm like I'm not going to like count this out. I'm not going to like, oh, well, I'm going to do 10 at this and then let's go up and do 5 more at that. Like I basically do what feels best for my body, and as soon as my body is like, "Hey, I can't do this anymore," I move on to the next thing. And I'm not punishing myself by being like, "Oh, you're so weak, you couldn't do that. Like you couldn't just do 2 more." Nope, not today. Because I've also noticed that like, and I've seen this on TikTok and Instagram, that like my body really fluctuates with like where I am in my cycle. And I know I probably should track it and like, oh, then you can like work with it better. Sure. But that's just another thing I need to track. I don't want to deal with that. I sometimes forget I even get a period until I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't had that in a second. And then I get on my app and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get it in like 3 days. That makes sense. So I'm like, I don't want to have to like know when is best to do certain things. I'm just going to listen to my body. I am really going to stay intact and in touch with myself because I want to know like what feels best for me. So if I'm getting really tired and I just like can't do this anymore and I think I'm going to pass out, hey, guess what? We're done. I'm not pushing myself. I'm not trying to like, oh, we gotta go until you throw up. Why would I do that? That doesn't sound fun. And like, if I want to continue to do something like going to the gym, it's got to be fun for me. This has to be something that like I actually enjoy doing. So I'm moving my body, I'm doing these stretches. I also do know that when you stretch and you have more flexibility within your body, you don't get as many, like, you're not as prone to accidents and you're not as prone to injury as you could be. And like, that's a proven fact. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I am gonna stretch out because I also just like love feeling, I guess limber's the word. Mm. But I love feeling like I can easily move, like that I'm not hurting or I'm not like pulling something. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing is I'm just like listening to my body, enjoying what I do there. And if something comes of it, then it comes of it. But I'm not expecting to lose weight. I'm not expected to like, oh, I gotta get abs within like a month, or I need to like get these arm muscles up. Like I don't need any of that because I don't think I'm ever going to be the person that wants to hardcore track what they're eating and track what they're doing at the work or at the gym. Like it's not my vibe. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Um, I don't personally think other people really look at fitness in the way that I am, but that's fine. I'm not supposed to be a fitness influencer. I'm not trying to be like, hey, listen to me and do it this way and you'll get these reactions or you'll get these like results. I have no idea what results will ever come of this. I honestly just think if I continue working, slash, again, if I try to better myself today, then I can't get worse tomorrow. So if I'm already at a 50% with how much I like myself, I can only go up from here. I cannot go down. If I go down, then I'm giving up on myself, and that sucks. And that probably means my depression is getting worse and I need to up my meds. But let's hope that I don't do that. I've been doing really, really well with this. And honestly, I told my therapist about this whole mindset shift, and she loved it. She was like, yeah, no, that sounds like that exactly fits who you are. Like, are you trying to become this like super in shape person? No, but like that's also just not your goal and that's not a problem. Like it's not a bad thing that that's not your goal. Everyone has a different goal when they go to the gym. You don't, and like honestly, it's not nice out yet. Like it's getting nice out. So it's not like there's anything else to do right now anyway. It's not like I could just like, oh, well, I'd rather just like go on a walk around the block. Sure. Maybe. Maybe I'll do it whenever it's nicer out. It's not right now. So I don't mind going to a place that like, is heated and I'm not going to fucking die. Ideal. Although honestly, recently it's been kind of stinky in there and I don't love that. That's not ideal. But, we do what we do. There are some like real uh d- I don't even know what to call them. They look like frat boys there and I kind of hate it. They just kind of walk around, do like 3 reps, feel how jacked they are. They have their cutoffs on, and I'm like, you're out at Planet Fitness, dude. Like, it's not that serious. But then I've also seen moments where, like, I see old people that are, like, working out, and I'm like, good for you. Because again, if you do more today, you can't get worse tomorrow. Now, I'm sure, especially at an older age, if you do something wrong, you're gonna hurt yourself. So, yeah, I'm sure something can go wrong. But I feel better about just moving my body in general. And honestly, it's kind of nice having the relief of like, I'm not expecting to have anything come from this. Like, I'm not making this my whole personality. I'm not even really telling people um, that I'm like on a journey anymore. Like, at one point, I was like, yeah, like, I really need to get back into that. I need to, and I'm like, you know what? If I just like don't talk about it, if I just like live my life, if I just do it as I please, there's no reason why anyone needs to know, needs to care. I'm sharing this with you because I already shared, obviously, in other episodes that I wanted to go on this fitness journey. Um, and yeah, I honestly, I did. I really missed this past month. It's been really hard for me to know that I haven't been uploading. I love that I'm now on Spotify. That's freaking cool. Love that for me. I think that it probably will make things easier because that means I can do just audio based. I know that video is also something that like people enjoy watching, but I do think that no one needs to watch my face for 30 minutes. I think me just doing audio could be an option. And then I don't feel like I have to look cute all the time because like Lord knows I always have something to say. Like my mouth's always ready to run, but I don't always look okay for the camera. So today, of course, because we went to look at a venue, we went to this whole like open house thing. It was real fun. I wanted to look pretty today, and I wanted to look like a little extra special. I even put on like little lashes. They're just little, but they're so cute. They're very like it's giving natural. It's giving like enhanced beauty. Yeah, we love that. So yeah, I want to do this more. I definitely do. I definitely have not forgotten about it. The point that I literally got upset about it, mm, I don't know, it was probably like 2 weeks ago, maybe. I was like sitting there and Danielle was like, you're really quiet. And I was like, I should be recording a podcast right now. And she's like, yeah, but you like don't have to. Like, it's not your job. But also, if you want to, I support it. And I said, no, no, no. I know you support it. Love that. But I don't want to. Like, I was in such a rut. I was not in the mood to like be on camera, and that's why I'm saying like there might be episodes that are like audio only because at least then I can just relax and not have to worry about how I look. But I'm a little shallow in the way that I don't exactly want to be on camera if I don't feel camera ready. I don't think that there's any major problem with it. I think it's one of those things that like if I want to be, I guess, perceived in a certain way, like there's not a problem of me just wanting to like keep that going. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully I would like to say like I'm back. I want to keep doing these episodes like once a week. I'm really hoping I can get back into that schedule. It's going to start getting nice out here and I'm going to start having like things to do, but at least if I can just have even like a week night to just do this, um then I would say it's pretty successful for me because I just enjoy this. I enjoy like kind of like documenting my feelings, seeing how things are going. It's also ironic because again, it's kind of going with like our wedding timeline. So I'm going to probably be able to like look back on this, years from now and be like, wow, that was like before I was married and I was still looking at things like this and I was thinking about this and this is where I was at in that life. I don't know. It feels like a different chapter. It's kind of cool. So, yeah, not to like fully get back into the wedding thing, but it has been so exciting looking at venues together. Like, it's been one of my favorite things because her and I make a full day of it. Like, it's a day where just her and I are together. We're doing our favorite things. We're going to go look like all across the area. I mean, we've driven up to like an hour and a half to go look at a venue. And like, yeah, that's ridiculous, but it's fine. We made a whole day out of it. Like we've found some cute little like local cafes that we've gone to afterwards just to like kind of debrief and like I don't know, just take the day in. And it's been cute being able to go through these like venues that like yeah, you see pictures of them, but like to feel what it's like to physically stand there and be in the venue is so cool. And I feel like I'm a pretty visual person. So whenever they say like, "Oh, like imagine this here, like imagine you're walking down this and this is like this." The only thing is like the nature has been kind of hard for me because it's been snowy and gross. So that's been kind of hard for me for them to be like, "Hey, you see these dead trees? Imagine that they're full." I'm like, "Yeah, but like what tones are the leaves? At what time or what tone of the leaves are going to be there whenever I want to get married?" I don't know. That's been hard for me. But like being in where, just for example, like the reception would take place. Like I easily can look around and be like, yeah, I can imagine myself like in my wedding dress, all my family around, and like just enjoying the day. Ugh. And I'm so excited to look at wedding dresses. I know it's so freaking cliche, but God, I'm so excited. I love wedding dresses. I've always loved wedding dresses. If I could make a career out of being around wedding dresses every single day, I would. And I know you could be like, a wedding dress consultant, but one, the pay's probably not the best. Two, I don't know if benefits are even a thing. Three, what is PTO? Because hey, I don't want to work every single weekend. Like that's not exactly ideal. But if you're gonna be a wedding dress consultant, that's when you're gonna work. So yeah, yeah. It's a love-hate relationship with that. But whatever. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for that. And it's funny because Danielle and I have talked about, oh, well, do you want me to see your wedding dress beforehand? And I was like, I mean, not really, but I'm also like, yeah, of course I want her there for every single thing. Like, I'm going shopping for my wedding dress. You should be there. What do you mean? What do you mean? I want your opinion on everything. I just love her and I'm obsessed with her and it's annoying, but it's like, okay, that's what happens. I also have two weddings coming up this year. I have one wedding in May, first weekend, and I have to get that bridal or bridesmaid's dress. I have to get that altered, so I have that appointment scheduled now. Thank God I was able to find something because I wasn't nervous, but I was like, oh, we're less than 3 months away. I should probably get that altered. Yeah. And I kind of forgot that you have to have your shoes whenever you get that altered. I think I have like 2 weeks until that. So maybe I should go look for some shoes. I think I have an option here that I could wear if I don't find anything, but it would be an excuse to get a new pair of blush sandals. So I'm not mad at it. And then the next wedding I have is in October, and it's for my best friend. I'm her maid of honor. I just feel so honored. And that I'm really excited for. I know it's going to be a hard day, and it's going to be a very emotional day, but I know this is something that she has been working towards for like literally 2 years. Like they had a very long engagement, just like Danielle and I are going to have. So it's really exciting to say, like, dude, that's like less than, oh, I guess it's a little bit longer than 6 months, but still, we're coming up on it being like 6 months away. Like 6 months flies by, especially in like summertime. Now, if you would say, like, oh, it's on the other side of winter. I'm like, yeah, that's forever. Winter is that shit takes forever. I'm so sorry, but like as soon as like New Year's Eve and New Year's Day is done, I want to skip to like end of March. I'm good. I don't need January. I do love Valentine's Day. I'm not lying about that, but I don't need it. We could skip. St. Patty's Day, don't care. I don't drink anyway. So, yeah, I could just skip to spring. I'm good. I don't need really anything when it comes to winter because that cold, I understand it's probably good for the environment. It probably like kills off bugs or dead disease. I don't fucking know. But still, I don't need it. I'm good. I could pass. Bye-bye. Whatever. Um yeah, so happy that spring is coming up soon. It's like I can feel myself like rejuvenating. The fact that it was like 50 some degrees out, which again, probably not great for February, but it was like 50 degrees out and the sun was out. I was like, I'm getting my titties out. Are you kidding me? Yes. Yes. 50s and sun. I was like so excited, like too excited. I was like, ah, oh my God, I can feel myself again. I don't have to like, take 30 minutes to get dressed to go walk my dog. Hated that. One thing about Wilson, I don't know how he made it out in the real world without me, because he is a little princess and I love him so much for it. But like, he needs his jacket. He gets very, very cold. Like, he literally shakes. Even in his jacket, he was shaking the one day because he was just so cold. And to be fair, the wind chill was like negative something. Ew. I think that's illegal. I shouldn't even be able to go outside. I shouldn't be able to go to work, which work freaking the heat went out like 3 days. What was that? Hated that. The only thing that was okay about it is I work at like a print shop, and with those machines running, it did eventually warm up in there. But like, I'm uncomfy. What is this? Anyway, so yeah, Wilson does not like snow, does not like rain, does not like cold. He, to be fair, he doesn't really love hot either, but like, he is like a nice warm boy. He likes a nice warm weather. So when it's like rainy or snowing, or oh my god, it was icy at one point, he was so pissed. He tried to like stand on top of the snow, and then he would fall in, and then he would like get uncomfy, and then he like literally at one point, we were on a hill, and like, I was in the plowed area, he was going on top of the snow, and he decided to poop on top of a hill. It rolled down the hill. I was not going to go after it. I said, "Well, that's going down the hill at this point." And it wasn't going towards the house or anything. So I was like, "There it goes." But it was so funny to watch. It was so funny. It was literally just like ball, roll, ball, roll, ball, roll. I was like, "Wow, this feels kind of like a skee ball." Watching those balls just fall down. Oh my god, it was so funny. I was geeking, to be honest. Yeah. And then we walked back to the house, and literally the heat turns on, and that boy runs to sit in front of the heater, and I feel that it has been like bone chilling cold. So yeah, as soon as it got to like 50 some degrees and the sun was out, I was like, yo, titties out. This is the best day of my life. I literally just felt like a new person. Like, I cracked open the windows. Ugh, the house felt so fresh. Just getting some like stale air out of here. It was great. It was the best day ever. I loved that. So yeah, really happy to be back. Really happy we had a little catch up here. Really sorry I missed the past month. Thankfully I am still chronically online, so don't worry. I have seen the past month of things. I have been on here for the past month. I just haven't given my opinion in the past month. Did you ask for it? No. Am I still here? Yeah. You know, you choose if you want to watch or not. You choose if you want to listen or not. I don't know. At this point, my brain just went empty. I think it's time for me to cut this out. Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.